All right, morning everyone. It's pretty early in the morning. Sun's just come up. The sprinklers have just come on, so we're all good. Which we're going to need today. It's going to be 38 degrees today. So it's actually 20. That says 19. I just checked my phone. I'll whack in a screenshot. 21 at the moment, and it's like 70% humidity. It's really quite bad. It's just very sticky. Let me just clean this grass up. All right, I just gave the grass a quick treatment with that stuff. It's not bad. The stuff that I've got for the phenylene or whatever it's called, that works a lot better. But just for a quickie, it wasn't bad. I could just smell a bit. I think mainly because you can see if I can find a tree, it is as still as. It's just really still, and the dogs have just, because it's morning, they've just done what they do in the morning, and the smell was just hanging around. I've cleaned it up and just quickly sprayed that. Now she's sweet now, so all good. So this is, Repco. I've kind of done the video out of order. I've just filmed the car thing, but that won't go in just yet. So I did an order from Repco. Got a really good deal on a heap of degreaser. Brake cleaner and contact cleaner. It's their own brand. I mean, it's good enough. Normally it's like $20 a can. This stuff's like $8 a can, so it's good to have around. Degreaser's good for when you're servicing the car, just to clean the funnel, clean all your tools down. That's good stuff. That's all I use it for. So those 8 cans of degreaser, I think they were $5 for 4 cans. That's years worth of degreaser for me. It'll last a long time, so all good. And the Zeds come up really nice after that clean. I put in some snapshots. I showed someone the picture, so the picture you would have already seen. I'll slip it in now, whatever. But it looks like it's a HDR picture, but it's not. Maybe because it's not sunlight. But anyway, you can see that clear seal, the Zano clear seal. I'll put a picture of that up. I've had it for years. I forgot I had it. It was in the bottom of my detailing cart, and I actually it's been driven since that other photo was taken. But if you look at the photo, you can see the flags aren't over exaggerated with the color, but the car looks like it's in HD, HDR, like enhanced thing. I've showed 2 or 3 people the photo, and they said, "Oh, you've put filters on." I said, "That's no filter. It's just how it was." But I think it was just the way the sun was. This door was up, the garage door was up, and the sun was coming in. And I had to show them some other photos. And I'm trying to point out that the flags aren't. You could see it was all like faded yellow flag, and then the car looked like it was in HDR, but it wasn't. But I have driven it, so I don't know. Maybe it's lost a bit of its luster. I actually parked. You can see it here. Parked it. My folks have got a I don't even know. I think it's a paperbark tree or something, and it leaves these little things all over the car. I've got to stop parking under it. A couple of weeks ago we went there. I drove this car, and in the back was a big. I think one of the dogs had brought it in, and there was a big branch. There's another one hidden in there. There we go. That's gone. But they just fall. It's this time of year that they just fall off, and it's all now embedded in there. So I just got to get the air blower out and blow it all out. Got a heap of stuff from Repco, I think it was. Repco's kind of like Aussie. I don't even know what they're called. Just a car accessory shop. So I bought, got a big box. These are on special. I think they're normally like $3 or $4 a can. I got 4 for $5, so I ended up getting 8 cans of degreaser. Farkoff Bowden Zone's probably one of my favourite car cleaning stuff brands. I've already had this before, Sweet Rubber, really good stuff. Ran out, so now I'm on to my second 500ml. Farkoff is for cleaning the inside. I think it's strong antibacterial protection, safe for interior, eliminates germs, bacteria and other micro nasties. So that's pretty good for your steering wheel and everything you touch and your seats and stuff like that. Just kills any bad smells in the car. Not that there's any in there, except when I'm in there. But I'd have to drink that stuff. Good for everything really. Good for everything, just to give everything a nice wipe over. The little and that's it there. Zano Clear Seal. I've had this for so long. How much is left in here? Because, oh, it's halfway. You don't use a lot either. You use absolutely nothing. And so that's what's on that to give it that I can't get over it. That's the best shine. You're probably not coming through on the camera. But yeah, that's the best shine it's ever had. Even after polishing it and putting everything else on there, it's probably the best it's ever looked. I think I did keep, or maybe not. Yeah, so I always keep a bit of. Oh, here's some other presents that I got. Soft 99. I'll take these out. So I heard that it's a Japanese brand, as you can tell by all the things here. Now I actually bought this one. Yeah, one of these, or all of them actually. No, not that one. You can see it's all in Japanese. Some came from eBay from Japan, and some came from the Soft 99 Aussie warehouse. So some of them you need to go, yeah, like that one. I can't read that. So you've actually got to go and watch the video on the Soft 99 webpage to see how to use it. But it's not hard. This one's for your mirrors. So you literally clean your mirrors. I actually put a bit of. You can actually use the box. The box has got perforations in it, and then just poke it in here so that way you don't get any drippage, and you just spray it, and that's it. No more water sticking to that anymore. So that's for your mirrors. You can use, I think you can use this one for your mirrors as well, but apparently this one's better, and it's a little bit easier to put on for a small area. This you need a rub. So yeah, this is a bit easier to put on for your mirrors. It's got a picture of a mirror, so it's for your mirrors. That's for your windshield. So again, clean your windshield, rub this stuff on, let it haze up, and then wipe it off. And it came off really easy. I've only done this car. This stuff here, and this little, it's only 8 mils. That's for your plastic, and it makes a massive difference. So I've kind of done that. So this is really smooth. So it's done a not bad job, but this stuff here has come up really nice and black. Even though the car was brand new, it's made it look really good. See all that there, it's like put a nice shine and made it really black. I did all these, all the plastic in the boot and all the plastic in the engine bay. So that come up really nice, and I've still got heaps left over. You don't really need a lot. And this is for acrylic. Again, can use it for your windscreen. So some of them cross over, but like this stuff you can't use on acrylic. But this stuff you can use acrylic and mirrors, by the sounds of it. Yeah, it's even got a picture of a motorbike helmet, so you can do your motorbike helmet. It's more for the acrylic or plastics, so they're for your headlights. So they're done as well and protected. So yeah, so I got all that the other day. So that we'll see how that goes. It's all, the car's treated, but it's not. It hasn't rained, so I can't say how good it is because, yeah, it hasn't rained. I can probably test it out next time I wash it, but I haven't washed it since I put it on anyway. So, yeah, but otherwise, going really good. The True Control, that thing is unbelievable. It's given the car like a new feeling. I wish I'd actually waited a little bit longer to do it because then I would have got really used to the car. I've had it for like 5 months now, 6 months. And it was still surprising me, and then I went and did that, and now it's surprising me more. But I wish I'd got really, really used to it after a year, then done that, and it would have been like having a brand new car. It's just woken it up. The combo between that True Control and the throttle controller. So the throttle controller doesn't give it any more horsepower. All it does, it makes it a little bit more peppy. It smooths out the curve on the accelerator. So as you press the accelerator, instead of being a curve that goes kind of like a bowl, like a parabola or parabola, whatever you want to call it, it's a line. So it just gives it way more direct pedal feel. So it's more 1-for-1. So if you put 10% throttle, it's giving you 10% acceleration. If you put 50%, it's giving you 50%. From stock, it's quite sloppy at the bottom end, just so you take off a bit smoother. But yeah, it feels very weird because then you get to a certain point and she takes off. So that's fixed it. So it made it way more peppier and snappier just with the throttle controller. Then you put that and it adds another 70 horsepower, whatever it does, and it's unbelievable. So yeah, really good. All right, we'll go back out the back. Still, so yeah, this video is just another update. There's literally nothing going on. My missus come around the corner the other day inside the house, and she's, oh, there's water dripping. There's water dripping from the ceiling, and I was like, oh no. And then straight away I just went, oh, I can film that, you know. And the way she said it too is, it was in this room, and I know I've been up in the ceiling a few times, and the main aircon unit, the indoor, where all the ducting meets, there's a big tray underneath it to catch any moisture, and I thought that's what was happening. You can't, oh, there it is there. You're probably not going to be able to see it. There's like a dark, it looks like a bubble. Oh yeah, you can see it. Or is that dirt on my screen? No, that was dirt on my screen. Hang on, let me zoom. There. Yeah, so she's come around this corner here and gone, there's water. And the floor wasn't wet. And then I got that little ladder there and just touched it, and it's rock hard. It's not water. So I'm like, oh no, that was, it must have been in the ceiling when we painted it. It was just a bit of dirt. You can see the paint is still not covered. You can see that dry area there. We've got about 5 coats of sealing white on this paint, and I just cannot cover it. I don't know what it is. I'm not sure if they might not have used a sealer when they did the house. I'm not sure. It looks all streaky, looks really bad. The painter did 2 coats. Well, when we moved in, they would have done 1 or 2 coats. The painter 3 years ago did 2 coats. Still didn't cover it. It looked even worse than this. And then me and my dad went and bought some different sealing white, and we did it again, another 2 coats, and it still looks like this. I don't know. The garage is the same. It's just really annoying. Everywhere is really bad. When the light comes in at certain times of the day, you can really notice it. I've got a list on my phone to talk about. It's been a pretty busy week actually, even though there's been nothing for me to do. A few things are going on, so I've got to, it's a bit early, but I have to message the panel beater. I'll slip in that video now, because I filmed that the other day because the car's not here at the moment. Yeah, so you can see some of the fading just there. So that's the mirror above the door here. It's all bubbled. You can't really see, where is it? It's a little bit, even though it's quite warm. Here. No, you can't see it because it's wet. But there's a big faded spot just there. There's a big just here that I've filled in with paint. Another one there. So that's 2 out of 3 doors fading just there. You can kind of see a little bit fading there, and then there's another bit just here. You can see it's all spiderwebbed. I've tried polishing and it doesn't come out. Another scratch there. It's got multiple scratches all on the front bumper, so that needs redoing. I think this door is probably about the only one without a scratch on it, but it needs clear coat. I think this mirror was starting to pop. Jesus, really, I had a look yesterday and you could see it in the sun, but because we're not in the sun now, it doesn't show up. But yeah, that's starting to go. Tops of the doors are okay. So the car's always parked this way, and the sun is always on that side. So this is south facing, so it's not as bad on this side. Big scratches here, or here. You can see those dark spots. That's I tried to fix it. No clear here, no clear there at all. That's all gone. And if I just pop the boot, you'll see the main bit of concern is kind of in there. You can see the rust around the hinges. So I think what's happened, so the black stuff that you can see is me probably about 2 years ago putting a rust converter on it and trying to fix it as much as I could, but it didn't work. But yeah, you can see the rust, and really bad on this one. So yeah, that needs definitely attention, because one day you're going to open up the boot and you're just going to be holding onto the boot and these hinges will break. So yeah, definitely needs redoing. I got new gas struts the other day, so they're on. So they actually holds the boot up now, which is quite good. Doing what they're meant to do. We got new windscreen wiper rubber on the back one. I couldn't change the arm because he didn't have the right ones. but we got all new arms on the front. So yeah, all good about the i20. But yeah, so I'll message him today and get onto him about doing the i20, about posting that, about fixing that, painting it. So yeah, that'll be good. But yeah, I'll explain it. You would have already seen the video, and I've explained it in there. Yeah, so I washed the Z and gave it that clear seal, that Zano clear seal. Really good stuff. Like I said, I've had that from when we had our SS Commodore, which we sold that like 3 or 4 years ago. So I forgot I had it. Came across it the other day, thought I'd give it a shot again, and yeah, it worked really well. So yeah, it doesn't go off, that's for sure, because it's probably been in there for 5 years. So yeah, that's really good. You guys probably can't see because you're looking right into the sun. Yeah, so that's that one. Oh, bushfire. We had a massive bushfire the other day. If you look kind of that way above, to the right of the corner of the roof and right above that tree, it was bigger than that, but in that direction, it was at Woodvale. I've been scooting there before. I don't know if I've filmed it. I probably haven't filmed it. So I was thinking maybe next week. This was only yesterday. It was going for like 14 hours or something like that, and it got close to houses big time. So people were evacuated. So I wouldn't mind going to check it out. What I might do is bring the drone with me, and we'll go for a scoot, and we'll go and check it out over there. Can't go today because it's probably going to be closed. The whole area will be closed probably 2-3 days. They got to mop it up and clean it up and make it safe for everyone. So yeah, it's probably not a good idea to go today or tomorrow or even this week. It's probably going to be wiped out for most of the week. Plus it's 30. I'll put a screenshot into the weather. It's crazy weather. I don't know what's going on, but like today's 39. The rest of the week's 37, 38 degrees. So yeah, probably go when we when the weather cools down. We'll hit that up. But yeah, bring the drone, see it from the air, and go for a scoot. Haven't been for a scoot for a while. I want to use my scoot a bit more because it may be getting sold soon. So yeah, I'm looking at selling it. So I'll tick that one off. Me and my mate, so they've released the new mine's a G2 Max. They've released the new G3 Max. Since we've had our G2 Maxes, me and my mate are right into them. We've been going, geez, it would be good if the battery was just you could buy a battery and it just connects in, and because we've had to wire our auxiliary batteries in. So these batteries here, so that bag that I've got just here, that's got a 10 amp hour battery in it, so it gives us really good range. And you know, it was a bit of a hassle to put in. I blew up 2 controllers doing it. So yeah, we kept saying, you know, it'd be good if it just came with a connector that you just buy a battery and it connects in and charges and all that. And you know, it'd be good if it had, the brakes on this are rubbish, really dangerous actually. So it's got an electric brake for the rear. Hang on, yeah, electric brake. No, hang on. So the motor. No, okay, so the motor's in the back, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, the motor's in the back. So that uses like an electric brake. There's no physical disc brake or drum brake or anything. It's just an electric brake, which doesn't do much at all. It's either, you can adjust the sensitivity. I've actually got it off at the moment, because even on one, soon as you either come off the accelerator quickly or touch this brake, it's only got the one brake handle, the thing just locks up and wants to throw you off the handlebars. And it's not bad if you're only doing 20 or 25, which is what this is legally allowed to do. It's not too bad. But sometimes you're rolling down a hill doing 40. And if you do that, it is so dangerous. So I've turned it off. It caught me out twice and I've turned it off now. So it's really bad. And then it's just got a crappy drum brake in the front. Again, at 15, 20, 25, it's not bad, but in an emergency, it's not good enough. So yeah, so this new scooter, it's a G3 Max. Same style of suspension. It's got better suspension at the front. It's beefier. This is a steel frame. This new one's an aluminium frame, so it looks a lot bigger, but it's still 24.6 kilos, so under the 25 kilo weight. It's got twin disc brakes, front and rear disc brakes, and by the looks of the calipers, they're just cable, but you can change them to a cable hydraulics setup, which I did on my previous scooter, and that makes them way better. So, but I'm not going to change anything until I try it. So yeah, it comes with better brakes. It's still got indicators. It's got better lights. So this has only got the one light, which is kind of null and void now because you put the bag there, so the light is under here. This other one's got the light there plus a light bar as well, and apparently it's speed dependent, so the faster you go, the brighter the light is. And then when you're going at 10 k's an hour through people and traffic, it dims the light. So that's a cool feature. It's got a way better screen. So this has just got a you know, just a very basic. Oh, she's flat too, 21%. Yeah. I should charge that up because it's no good to leave it like that. Yeah, very basic screen on that. So the new one's got a colour TFT LCD screen, so much better there. If you've got your phone Bluetooth to the scooter and you've got like a navigation app coming, the navigation app actually shows up. I don't think the app actually shows on the screen. It just gives you turn left in 300 meters, turn right in 500 meters, whatever comes up with that. If somebody calls you, their name comes up and it's got a, you know, green phone and a red phone to hang up if you want. So yeah, heaps better. Heaps of other features. You can actually buy their battery and it clicks in. It's got the system that it clicks in, plugs in, charges off all the internal charging. The charging's a lot faster as well. I think it's only 3 hours to charge up. This thing takes about 8 hours, 6 hours now with the big battery. So yeah, it's a lot better. So yeah, I'm going to sell that. Probably done about 2,000 Ks on it, so it's done the Ks. Still in good nick, never broken down. It's never in 2,000 Ks. I've never had a flat tire with it, and the tire pressures stay. It's not like you got to pump it up every day. They're unbelievable. And the new ones, so these are 10-inch self-healing tires. The new one's got 11-inch self-healing tires. Still folds the same way as this one folds. So yeah, it's similar. It's just better in every way, pretty much. It's taller. It's got bigger tires, better suspension. This has only got a 900 watt motor. The new one's got 2,000 watt motor. And that's all the things that me and my mate have been talking about. Like, we'd go up a hill and this thing is barely getting up the hill. We go, then I hope the next version's got a better motor. And then you go down the hill, I hope the new version's got better brakes, you know. I hope the new version's got a better screen, because this one doesn't tell you much. It doesn't even tell you the kilometers you've traveled on the screen with this one. You have to have your phone connected to it to tell you that. And because I've blown the controller up, my phone won't use the Segway app to talk to a non-genuine controller. So I'm out of it now. I can't tell how many kilometers I've done. So yeah, so that'll be a cool little thing. I don't know. I think they're retailing at the moment for just over 2,000, and then people have got them on special for 1,800, 1,700, 1,600. It depends where you get them from. I'm not going to buy it off AliExpress. I really want to buy it locally. I bought my bike from over east, and I had dramas with it. It got sorted, but it was a pain to sort because they weren't local. I ended up having to get a new bike, but it took weeks and weeks. Same with the scooter. I bought that online from over east. Haven't had any dramas with it, but still, I think I've learned my lesson now. And bigger purchases like that, I think I'm going to get from. I'll get them locally, and pay that couple $100 more, if that, and just peace of mind, you know, that you bought locally, and if there's a problem, it can be sorted in days, not weeks. So yeah, all good. Talking about scooters, there was actually a scooter chase at the front of there. I was can't remember if I think I was home. I got a notification on my cameras, and I just cranked up the cameras, and just by chance I saw a cop car go past, and I was like, oh, what's going on here? I rewind back. I'll put the video in. And yeah, you'll see it there. And it was a young kid that lives like 3 streets away, because I must have just come back from work, I think, and then I was leaving. I had to go and pick my missus up from work, from the train station, and I thought I'd just drive that way rather than go the way I normally go. I thought I'd just go that way because they were going that way. And there he was at the park over there where we take the dogs for a walk. And the cops had bailed him up and got his scooter in the back of the paddy wagon. And so they must have taken it. I'm not sure exactly what happened, but yeah, it was pretty funny. And then I picked my missus up and came back about 45 minutes later, and they were still there. The cops were there, but the young kid in the scooter wasn't there anymore, and there was 2 cop cars there still talking about it. So they looked like they were ready to leave, but yeah. So yeah, he's a menace, that kid. I've seen him heaps of time. He'll come from that way and this way, and he'll be on the wrong side of the road, and then he'll come from this way down, and again he's on the wrong side of the road. So he goes round that roundabout there on the wrong side. So if somebody's coming down this street to turn left, they're looking right, they're not looking left, and then boom, he's dead. But anyway, that's the game he wants to play. That's the prize he's going to win if it all goes wrong. So yeah, scooter, that's done. We've talked about that. Yeah, heat wave. Like I said, I'll put in the screenshot now, but it's crazy. It's going to get this whole week's a write-off pretty much. So not looking forward to that. Talking about the sun. So what happened was we got solar panels on the roof. You can kind of see them up there. You can just see one edge of them poking up. We got 5 kilowatt of solar panel on the roof. We got it when we moved in, so 13 years ago. 2013 we moved in here, and as we moved in, we got the solar panels put on the roof. Obviously they supply the inverter, they install the panels, everything. Anyway, about 5 years ago or so, the inverter, we got a power bill, and the power bill was like double what it normally is, and we're like, oh, what's going on? Had a look at the inverter that we used to have had no app on your phone. It was just a basic screen, and then I went back and you could see it wasn't making any power. Family friend of ours did solar installation, so I rang him up and I said, look, I'm pretty sure our inverter's gone because our bill is like more than double what it normally is, and I can see here that it hasn't made power for a few months. Otherwise I didn't know. He didn't send me any warnings or anything. He came and looked at it, and we got 3-phase power here because of the air conditioner that we've got is 3-phase aircon, and so the inverter has to be 3-phase. It matters for some reason. I'm not an electrician, so I'm not sure. So it dropped a phase, which means it wasn't making the right amount of power or any power. I can't remember. This was a long time ago. So anyway, family friend came, got this. We ended up with a Huawei inverter. He said really good stuff, really good. So anyway, he installed it. Took about 20 minutes to swap the inverters out and connect it all, and then we're on the phone to Czechoslovakia for about an hour trying to set it up. He hadn't set or commissioned a Huawei inverter before. He used a different brand. So yeah, we got the inverter all sorted after about an hour talking to him in Czechoslovakia. And what it is the inverter had to be set up on his account, his business account, as the installer. And then so what was it? Yeah, so he had to log on to the inverter through it's got a Wi-Fi thing, dongle thing. Tell it that he was the installer, test and commission it, and then put my details in on his iPad, send it to the inverter, which then goes to Czechoslovakia or whoever's looking after it. It's a Chinese company, but for some reason the support's in Czechoslovakia. And then put me on the system as the user or owner, I think it is. So got it all running, sweet as, all working, but it took about an hour. I don't know why it took so long, but anyway, it took a while. So yeah, thanks Alfie, I just cleaned all that up. You're just contributing to another one. Cheers, mate. So all good. All was working good for like 2 years, all back to normal, no worries. So then our modem died probably 2 years ago, or probably 2 years ago. The modem died. So now got a new modem, but now the inverter doesn't talk to the new modem. So hook on to the app, can't talk to it because it's not talking. So did everything that I couldn't get it working. I was on the phone to them again in Czechoslovakia probably for another hour, 2 hours, and they were telling me I've got to get the installer back to log on or get let them know through me the installer details and logon details. The only problem was family friend that installed it actually passed away with cancer about 6 months before the modem died. So I'm stuck. I told him, I said, the guy that installed it is not with us anymore. The company had folded, not folded, but closed down, because obviously he's not running it anymore. And they said, well, there's nothing we can do. We need his password. We need this. We need that. Let me just clean that up before I step in it. Yeah, so I'm like, well, can you do something? And they're like, nah, there's nothing we can do. You're kind of stuck with how it is. I did get it working, but I couldn't monitor it remotely. It was only basic function, and I had to be right next to it to work, like within Bluetooth range or Wi-Fi range, whatever it is. So yeah, I was like, oh well, that's good enough just to keep an eye on it. But it was a pain. I had to disconnect off so I had to get my phone. I had to disconnect off the house Wi-Fi, and then connect to the Wi-Fi of that inverter, and then vice versa, turn it off, turn it on. It was just a pain. So I never did it. So yeah, it wasn't good. You couldn't see any historical data. All you could see was real-time data. So it wasn't much to look at anyway. So yeah. So fast forward to now, someone on the Facebook page for our little subdivision, or our suburb that we are here, said, my inverter's broken. Does anyone recommend a company or a brand of inverter that we can just swap out? Obviously they can't do it themselves. You need an electrician to do it. But and I said, yeah, look, whatever you do, don't buy a Huawei inverter, because I said they're so secure and locked down for whatever reason. I don't know why. I told them the story and this and that. Anyway, so a lady popped up on the chat, and she said, look, I work with this company. We deal with Huawei's all the time. I know exactly what you're talking about. Give me a call and I can come around for minimal cost and sort it all out for you, because I've got a direct link to the Huawei support. So yeah, straight away I went on her company website, filled out a form. She rang me back the next day, and she came the next day after that. So in 3 days it was all sorted. And she rang them up, and she just would not take no for an answer. She was really good. She goes, I'm so-and-so from so-and-so company. You will reset this password, and this is the story, and the guy's got nowhere to go. Your company should be better than. She just unleashed on them, and within 10 minutes she had a new account for me, and so now, and it still has to go to an installer. So it's been swapped now. She explained the story of the guy passing away and everything. So now I'm on her account, her installer account. So now if anything goes wrong with this system anywhere along the line, it actually emails her, and it'll email me. And so she said, there's a possibility that something could be wrong with your system down the track, and we'd know before you know. So it is good the way they do it, but it's just a little bit too locked down for a solar system. Like, what are you going to do if you hack into it? I don't get it. It's like it's a national secret. It's just solar on someone's roof. But anyway, that's Huawei, I suppose. So yeah, that's sorted now. So I'll slip in some screenshots. It's interesting if you're into it. I'm not that into it, but yeah, it's good to know what you're making. So we're making about 30 kilowatt hours a day, which is not bad. I actually went back because we've had this system since 2020. So 5 years we've had this inverter, and I went back to the same day 5 years ago, and it was almost identical. I just had to find a day either side that there was no clouds. You can kind of see there's like a graph, and if you go like that, and then it goes down and up and down and up, that's the clouds, because as the cloud comes down, it makes less, and then it goes back up as the cloud goes. So I found a day where there was no clouds, kind of like today, as you can see, and it'll just be a consistent ramp up until 1 o'clock, and then it'll ramp back down. And it was exactly 29 point. It was within a kilowatt hour. It was bang on. So the panels over the last 5 years haven't deteriorated at all, because it's still making the 29.6 kilowatt hours a day. So really good. So it's good for keeping an eye on that, because we got a bill not long ago, and because we're just coming out of summer, so it's a 3 month. We get billed every 3 months here, and it was quite higher than normal, but it wasn't higher than this time last year for the same billing period last year. So like for like, it wasn't any higher. But my missus was like, just check, just make sure they are working. It was working. They have been working. I think the only reason it's a little bit higher than normal for summer is because this summer has been really hot at night time. So during the day, if we're running the aircon takes about 4 kilowatts of power, and we're making 3 to 5 kilowatts of power. So it kind of balances out, and you don't pay for it. But then we've had our little aircon on at night time. Obviously, at night time, you're not making anything, so that thing's using probably 1.5, 2 kilowatts of power, and that's when we're paying for it. And so yeah, that's when this summer we've really noticed it, because the nights have been hotter, and we've had to have the aircon on. So I think that's all it is. But anyway, you can buy a thing that goes to your power meter and talks to the inverter. So that way on the app you can see exactly how much you're making and how much you're using, and the offset and the cost. I'm not getting into it. I'm not that far into it to care about that. But yeah, you can get things like that anyway. So yeah, took the Neo out, the DJI Neo, on the weekend a couple of days ago. Took that out for a spin with my mate. He's got a Avata 2, which is bigger, faster, does way better. Mine's just a little budget one, but still good fun. I'll put in a bit of footage here. So yeah, you can see that we're following each other and everything like that. It was really good fun. I'll do another video. He sent me all his footage, so I've got his footage and my footage, and I'll combine them together and make a little video. I'll do it separately though, because it probably go for quite long, because he had 2 batteries and I had 3 batteries, so it's probably over 20 minutes from each drone worth of footage. So I'll cull it down and make up a little video of the best bits. I had one crash and I couldn't find it, but there is a setting in the thing there that you can make the drone beep. So you just go in your goggles and do something and make it beep, and then you can find it. So he showed me how to do it. I didn't know how to do it, so yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, and then I reckon that's what we'll do is we'll jump on the scooter, I'll go for a drive where this bushfire was, and we'll go and fly above the bushfire. You're not allowed to fly above a bushfire. Obviously, there was 6 helicopters and 3 planes yesterday, from about 11 o'clock till 6 o'clock at night, trying to put this fire out. Heaps of smoke. You can kind of still see a little bit of smoke actually, so it might still be burning, but they've got it under control. It's just hazy right on the horizon. I don't think the camera will pick it up, but yeah, they obviously don't want people flying over there at that point when they've got all those helicopters and planes in the air. But next week it'll be fine, and we'll fly over and go and check that out. So that'll be pretty interesting. Collie's coming up in what, 2 weeks? Yeah, a week and a half or so. Yeah, so that'll be good. I had another sit in the car. I was putting it off because I knew exactly what the answer was going to be, but it's confirmed I can't fit in the car with my helmet. I've tried everything. I kind of fit, but the helmet is pushing on the hood, on the headlining, and it's going to mark it, and yeah, you're just rubbing constantly. It's not like it just hits it every now and again. It's rubbing constantly on the headlining, and I don't want to stuff the headlining up for one track day that I'll probably go to. So yeah, I don't want to do that. So yeah, a bit of a shame, but anyway, I'm still going to go. I'll take the car for a drive and pick my brother-in-law up. We'll have a bit of a road trip, because it's about 2.5 hours to get there from here. My dad's going to meet us there because he's going with the other guy that he's racing the old school racing car. So the story is, so I'll put some pictures in. There's 2 pictures I got. It's Ian Diffin. If you're from Perth, maybe from over east, you'd know him, but Ian Diffin used to own, they're still around now, but at different owners, or the son owns it or something like that. Ian Diffin Tyres. Used to be Mechanical One Tyres back in the day. My dad, 15 years old, started working at Ian Diffin Tyres, doing mechanic stuff, and Ian Diffin had that racing car that you just seen the pictures of. So Dad did his apprenticeship on that car in the 70s, I'd say. Yeah, I'd say it'd be in the 70s. So anyway, car got long gone. That series of racing doesn't exist anymore. Car was long gone. Then Dad kind of came across, I think we were at Barbagallo at a V8 Supercars meet actually, And the car was there, and he's flipping out. He goes, "Oh, geez, I worked on that when I was 15, 16 years old. I drove it," and he apparently he drove it to the shops or something one day, because back in the 70s you could get away with it. But anyway, so yeah, he was all getting excited, and he's talking to the guy, and the guy that he's talking to was the owner. His name's Mike, and so he's like telling him all about it, and Mike's like, "Oh, I'm not sure about this," and Dad's like, "Oh no, it's there. That's that bit, and this is why we did this." And Ian wanted this, and Ian didn't drive it. Ian Diffin wasn't the driver; it was somebody else driving it. Can't remember his name. Jamie, I think, was the name of the driver. And Dad was just answering, like in 5 minutes, answered all these questions that this guy had. So they got on like a house on fire. Long story short, Dad's working for him now, pretty much. He goes there every once a week kind of thing. He still works full time. He's an RAC patrolman, but he's actually retiring in July of this year. So Mike has pretty much said, "Look, he'll be on the payroll." He's quite wealthy. I've seen his garage. It's like a Jay Leno mini-sized Jay Leno garage. He's right into chargers. That's all he does. He's got probably 20 chargers in there, 20 chargers, and I'm not talking just crap. All of them are on one side of the garage. They're all perfectly restored. I didn't want to take. I've been there once. I didn't want to take any photos because I don't know how much of that. I wouldn't want people knowing what I've got in my back shed. And when I say back shed, it's bigger than our house. It's massive. And then he's got it all divided off. So he's got like a workshop area with a 2-post and a 4-post hoist, and then he's got another divided off area with a 4-post hoist for doing like really dirty work and stuff like that. He has everything except the spray booth because he's not a spray painter. So yeah, and I don't know how good he is at the mechanical work either. I think he can do a bit, but that's why he wanted my dad to go, and Dad's keen as. So yeah, he's pretty much going to work with him. He's not like he's going to be there 5 days a week, but he'll probably go 2 or 3 days a week. And he pays him now, but only a little bit. But when he's there more often, he's going to pay him properly, I think. So yeah, Dad volunteered. He said, "I don't even want to get paid. I just love working on the cars." So he's not doing it for the money. He just does it because he loves it. So yeah, he's bringing this car. So they finally finished it. It was off the road for a bit. Couldn't even start it. And then Dad's got it. I think they rebuilt the motor. They've rebuilt the inside a bit. So yeah, that's coming to Collie. So I wouldn't mind seeing that. I might even jump in that. The guy that owns it, Mike, doesn't fit in the car because he's a bit of a bigger dude. So yeah, he doesn't even fit in the car. So I think the pedals are very close together and stuff. So he lets my dad drive it. Dad's on the thing for the insurance, I think, or maybe that car. No, it's a different car that he's on insurance for. This car he can't drive on the road, and there's no insurance on a racetrack. So yeah, but he lets Dad drive it on the racetrack there. And I'm not saying that they go balls out racing. It's just parade laps, and then some spirited laps. It's not door-to-door racing with other cars, and that car's worth, I don't know what it'd be worth. It'd be a few $100,000. I think he paid $250,000 for it, $250,000 when it wasn't working. So God knows what it's worth now. You're not going to race a car like that and risk getting it damaged. So yeah, I think the guy used to own a turf farm, and he sold the turf farm, and just loves Chargers. His missus is right into Chargers. She's actually got a Valiant Ute, pink one with black stripes, really good nick. You open the bonnet and it's got a Xena Princess Warrior mural spray airbrushed onto the underside of the bonnet. Really nice. So yeah. Can't fit in the Z with the helmet. Yep, and Collie. So that was everything on the list. So yeah. I might make this video. Like I said, there's still nothing going on. I kind of got all excited when she said that the roof was leaking, because I was like, oh yeah, that'll be cool. I could fix that, but nah. So it's probably better that it's not leaking. But yeah, still nothing going on at all. So yeah, I think we'll just call it a good thing, I suppose, apart from the lack of videos for you guys. And I enjoy making the videos too, so that's kind of why I'm doing the little update today, to just give me something to do on the videos. But yeah, it's just not a lot going on, which is good, I suppose. But anyway, if I think of anything else, I'll crank the camera back up, but otherwise I'll get onto the editing, and we'll get this video out for today, and then I'll start mucking about with the flying footage from the Neo, and probably get that out. I'll work on that during the week after work, and I'll probably get that out towards the end of the week. But anyway, catch you later. Have a good one. Just come around the corner, ready to ready to go inside, and they're just waiting for me. Good boys. Come on then, we'll go inside.